Alright, welcome back, App Racing Nation. This is the Legend with today's video. Actually, today's video is yesterday's video as well. I know I downloaded a bunch of stuff, but this morning I got up and I just sat and started playing this game. And I played it for, I don't know, probably about 6 hours straight. And the reason why I got Latifi and Giovinazzi is I was the video I made, it was a 4.5 hour video, and I had Grosjean and Perez mostly. And I won up to 200 something thousand coins, and then I purchased something, and then I just went on this mostly losing streak, and I would lose all the way down to my last 4,000, and then I'd win back up to 20,000. I'd do a 16,000 race and I'd lose. I'd go back down to 4,000. I'd win back up to 18,000. I'd do a 16,000 race and I'd lose. Go back down to 1,000. And I was doing 1,000 races. Got back up to 4. Got back up to 16. Got all the way back up to 60. I bought another part. And then, boom, the whole thing started over. Where I was just losing. So it got to a point where I put these guys on. What I did is I went back on my videos and I looked at my first video with Latifi and Giovinazzi both at level 1 or 0 when you first get them, and the car with nothing on it, and we went to France. And at France, Latifi ran a 38.655, and Giovinazzi ran a 39.247. Now, with all of these parts on, look, I even took all the parts off to see. I took all the parts off. And the first time, wait, hold on. Okay, so I have no parts, and I got the 2 bum drivers. Okay, so again, we are going to show you, it's a stock car with Latifi level 6 and Giovinazzi level 4. We're going to go in and we're going to do a race. Okay, so we are at France. The first time we were there, they ran a 38.655 and a 39.247. So the first time we went through, so Nicholas Latifi at level 6 is worth 1/10 of a second. Giovinazzi Level 4 is worth 0.3 of a second. So you gotta go back 38.655 Latifi, 39.247 Giovinazzi. You can pause it and see what their stats are. There's no way I'm gonna win this race, and I don't care about the points. So, boom. So, Latifi ran a 38.554. And Giovinazzi ran a 38.9. I forget what the rest was. I'm going to say 2.7. Okay. The funny thing is, you notice it says he has 21 points. How does the game know how many points he had if he was a real player? Because I quit that race like right at the very beginning, so it wasn't finished. But yet the game can tell me how many points he scored. So either everything is predetermined, or I'm not racing an actual computer or another human being. I'm just racing against computers. Okay, so now we can come in here. We can go Minimax, add. Sliders, add. Phaser, add. Big Byte, add. Compressor, add. Gorilla, add. All right, give me France. Okay, the first time we did Russia, Latifi did a I'm gonna have to go look in that one. I didn't do that one. I just did France. And here's a part of the game that just does not make any sense. We qualified at the very, very back last time. So adding all of that, the time before was 40.618 for Latifi, and that was what, 39.5. So it's like 1.10 seconds by adding all those parts. So for 6 hours today, me playing this game, this is the way it was. Um, the majority of the time, even with all the parts added on, my guys are qualifying still at the back. If not both of them, one of them is always in the back. There goes this race. I just wasted fuel by doing that. What are you doing? Latifi, I don't care, dude. I don't care if you don't finish. That's what you get. I hope you fucking get a sunburn walking back to the pit stops. Like, he has slow tires on. He's just going slow. Like, so anyway, that was for 6 hours playing this game. I had to get up and go check out my fish because one of them was spazzing out, so probably didn't, I don't know. It seemed like I pit stopped on time anyway, but whatever. So, yeah, this game is weird. I think you're supposed to know exactly. I think you're supposed to know exactly when to upgrade your car parts. And if you upgrade a car part that you don't need, so like, so you're only supposed to have, what was it? So you're only supposed to have the phaser. Well, no, not the phaser. Which one did I? Okay. Say you're only supposed to have the vacuum or the gecko until level 1. Yeah. Say when you use the gecko, you're only supposed to use it till level 1. Because when a vacuum gets level 2, it's going to be better than the gecko. I hope that makes sense. So if you get the gecko and then you upgrade it to level 2, that upgrade is used against you. I'm saying that, but here, let me show you guys something. After playing this game for 6 hours, I actually tried to delete that account that I was just playing. So instead, what I had to do was come down here to this thing. And in the play game, I'm not going to show you all my email addresses, but in the play games, you can decide which account you're going to use. Actually, no, I don't care if you see the email addresses because I don't do anything with my emails anyway. So this is an account that I created for my Navy games, was Commander J Hall. And then I just started this App Racing Legend, the red one, is my legendary account. And I was going to try and start an all new, like start all over again. And I was going to try and show you like what my qualifying times were before and after I upgraded a part or a driver. So you could see what the time difference is. But then I got in here and I'm like, wait a minute, if I can open this, then I can go in here. Oops, I didn't want to do that. I can go in here and do this. And now it's no longer certified Maui Fresh. It's going to be Racing Legend, I think it says now. No, this account's gonna say Spanky Nuts. So now it's going to go and it's going to restart all over again. See, once it says, hey there, Spanky Nuts. Now it knows my legendary account is in, so it's going to open that one. Okay, now I've been playing this account for about an hour. I've been looking at the spreadsheet and all of that. I even went and I used some of my CC points. So with my CC points, I purchased Verstappen, and I actually purchased Lance Stroll twice. And I got a race crate. My coins were up to 36,000. I purchased Verstappen. They started to drop. I purchased Lance Stroll, and it went all the way down to 0. Okay, so I'm back. I had to watch 2 videos. Okay, so as you can see, I have the phaser, which I can upgrade, but I don't have the funds for it. So once again, this is my legendary account. I just been playing it for an hour, and I'm already back where I was in that other game, where you run out of money. You run out of coins because your strategies don't have any effect. So what I did do is, the last race I did was at Hungary or whatever, and I have Verstappen and Stroll, and they qualified 23rd and 24th. So I put them on hard tires and made them go slow so the field would leave them behind. And then at the end of lap 1, I pitted Verstappen on soft tires and let him go a lap all out with no one in front of him. And he set the fastest sector for the middle section, and that time lasted the whole race. Stroll went around on lap 3. And then I just basically just kept doing that, like giving him turns, going all out. So I wanted to see if that had any effect on their qualifying, because for me to spend CC points on Verstappen and have him qualify 23rd, and Lance Stroll qualifies 9th. So he's a finalist. He's already a finalist in one of these events, and I'm a rookie. and you can't enter an event until you get out of the rookie league. So I put Lance Verstappen in the same car as Lance Stroll, and Max Verstappen is worse. I used a little speed boost at the beginning, and whether I did that or not, my guys would have ended up in the same position. Max Verstappen is racing with Ocon and Stroll. Even when you want your drivers to swap places, they won't do it. Hey, they brought that back. You can drive through the pits. Verstappen just got passed by somebody. Whoo, George Russell. No, it was Giovinazzi. No, it was George Russell. Everybody passes my guys there. Every freaking race. And that's Max Verstappen. He's supposed to have high blocking or defending. So watch, whenever I do this, I don't ever get a response. You can just sit and tap these things all day. That other guy, he's not going to throw you one of them. You know why? Because he's not there. So simple fact that I'm not getting a response, right? Because I don't care who you are. If you see somebody doing this non-stop, eventually you're going to like say something. Like you're going to throw him one just, you know, just to be nice. But try it. Try and see if you guys can. In fact, whenever you guys get in a race, make sure you start with good luck. So there I am with Max Verstappen, and he's the worst driver on the track. Once again, I'm down to 0 flags. So this is a track that I gave my guy space and let him drive fast to see if they could establish a better qualifying time. One of them. It's absolutely amazing to me how many times my guy started 24th. Like, my guy starts 24th. Verstappen's supposed to be able to defend, so I should be able to screw with his strategy just by going slow and stacking up the field in front of him, but nope. Instead, Verstappen just gives up 2 positions. Dude, Latifi tried to wreck me. Dude, you're the one that just made yourself go slow. If you have fuel spare, why are you stopping yourself? And if the driver has the ability to turn down their power level, what's my job? So that's the one race where I sacrificed and let my guy fall way behind before I went full speed for a whole lap to try and um, So there you go. Nothing matters. Absolutely nothing matters. The only thing that matters is that I can think that still falls within the physics of the game is that the matchmaking is so broken that it's matching me up with people that are clearly outclassing me. Because like I said, I'm having to race against... Watch, it's going to say how many points he has. See? He scored 21 points. How does the game know that? Is it possible he made a mistake? Or is it possible that the game is not matching me with a live player? I think that's the case. I think we're not actually playing against live players anymore. They did this update to the new season, which a lot of people did not like, and I'll show you how I know that. They did that and made everybody start over again, which isn't fair because although every team starts the new season with a new car, they don't necessarily start the season with new drivers. Like, you can sign a contract and keep your driver over. And also, when the driver starts the next season, they're not stupid the way this game makes them appear. Because they start the next season, it's like they forgot how to drive. So you got to teach them how to drive again. You got to build your car from scratch all over. And they're like, the developers are like, no, but we gave you CC points. Here's the thing. All the stuff I did with my legendary account, I got 400 CC points. That was it. Those 400 CC points, I can get one level of, or level 1 Lewis Hamilton and a level 1 Kimi Räikkönen, and then maybe like a level 4 car part or something like that. Whereas if you go back and you look at all the stuff that I had available, which I actually can show you. Oh wait, no. Yeah, here. So see all of that? I had everything. All the different part levels and everything. Right? And all of these different drivers. And all those different levels. And then they take all of that away, which, mind you, I actually spent money to like get bucks to buy some of these characters and parts. But they just took it all away and then start you off with, oops. They take everything away and then they start you off with Latifi and Giovinazzi. Again, as a manager, you have no say in any of that. They just hand you the, okay, well here, we're going to give you CC points to make up for all of that work and all of that money you spent last season. And instead, we're going to give you enough CC points to get Max Verstappen, Lance Stroll, and maybe Alexander Albon and Lando Norris. Or, no, I couldn't get Valtteri Bottas. Yeah, maybe Alexander Albon and Lando Norris. So I'd be able to get 4 drivers in exchange for all of those drivers. I got to turn all of those drivers in order to just get 4 drivers. But not only that, I got to turn in all of these parts for 4 drivers. Right? And they say that, oh, you still have your 2019 team. Honestly, I won 2 out of 3 races with my 2019 team. So even that's not a given. In the race that I lost, I wasn't going up against a 2019 team. And my guys qualified at the back of the pack. So if you guys don't have a 2019 team, don't feel bad. It really doesn't mean that much. Um, so you guys just witnessed it. Max Verstappen got beat out by Lance Stroll 2 out of 3 races. So what's the point in buying Max Verstappen? Like, seriously. Okay, so again, just so you guys see, there I am. I'm a rookie. Somehow I'm number 2. Somehow I'm number 2. I have no idea how I got there. I think I won one 4,000 coin race. I don't know. Yeah, I won one 4,000 race. I qualified up to... I qualified up to these races, and it didn't go good. Max Verstappen was qualifying at the back of the field for everything. The other drivers I was racing were qualifying up at the front of the field. So... I'm trying to look for some semblance of flags. Me going up against 19, 18, 20 flags. Me going up against somebody that's already qualified or is a finalist in an event, and I'm a rookie. I can't even race in this week's event. So I would love to be able to say that it's look at that, Max Verstappen 38.915. Nicholas Latifi with nothing ran a 38.655. His very first race around this track, he did a 38.655, and Max Verstappen is doing a 38.915. Here, I'll show you. That was a 38.915, Max Verstappen. 38.915. 38.915. Okay, now watch this. $38.915. First off, they take everything away from you. Whatever coins, whatever money. And I have not won a race since. I'm down to 7. Welcome back, F1. Okay, hold on, let me find it. I can tell you some hard tires are garbage. There you go. There you go. Nicholas Latifi, his first race at... Oh, sorry. He ran a 39.981 and he's running a 38.9. So he's a second faster. That's the difference. Max Verstappen is a second faster than Nicholas Latifi. And keep in mind that Nicholas Latifi's car. Well, let me see. You see if I upgrade any parts or anything. There we go. I can upgrade this car from $3,600. Sorry, 68 for about 200ths of a second. It's not time. Like, this is what they give you. There, so that's what Nicholas Latifi had. Sorry, 68 for what, 200ths of a second. It's not time. Like, this is what they give you. Okay. Nicholas Latifi still has a stock wing and a stock front wing. Level 1 Gorilla. What's that? Level 2 Gecko, Level 2 Engager, Level 2 Compressor. One, two, two, one. And then top right, bottom left were stock. Okay, so Max Verstappen and Lance Stroll. Max Verstappen has a number 1 Gecko, a number 2 Engager. He has a number 3 compressor, so that's one level better. He has a Gorilla. That's all the same. The Phaser, Nicholas Latifi didn't have. And the Lock-On, Nicholas Latifi didn't have. So with the Phaser, the Lock-On, and a level added to the compressor, Max Verstappen is only a second faster on France than Nicholas Latifi. Look at the stats, guys. And that's a level 2 Nicholas Latifi. Look at the stats, guys. That's a 1 second difference between Max Verstappen. You see all that red? All that red equals 1 second. Plus, you have to give Max Verstappen a much better car for 1 second. And in that same car, Lance Stroll was qualifying better than him. So if that's not proof that this game is full of shit, I don't know what else I can do to prove it. I know a lot of you guys were saying, dude, use your CC points. If you just use your CC points, I used my CC points, I got Max Verstappen, and it didn't do anything. The guy I used my CC points on is actually qualifying dead last. And then he's going through a race and he's not passing anybody. He's finishing dead last. Or he like manages to catch like a couple few cars on the last lap when they have to pit. He's finishing like 21st, 20th. Max Verstappen, the guy that you just go out and spend all those CC points on, he does nothing for you. So you can get all of these parts up to level 6. Level 6, level 3, level 4 for the orange ones. And that's going to gain you 1 second. So with all of that I did on my other videos, all those hours spent, plus if I had CC points, that would have given me a 2 second advantage to my qualifying time. But still yet, my guys would be qualifying at the back of the field. Let me show you how I know that. Okay, so here's the thing. You come down here to the ratings. Look at all those 1-stars catching up. Look at all those 1-stars. Look at the ratings for the game. Gameplay 1.9. Controls 2.0. Graphics 2.0. Paul Atkinson 3 stars. Not a bad game, but if you hate losing constantly to people with the same points as you, don't bother. That needs to be fixed. Also, find you are getting matched with people 100 plus more flags than you. Well, I don't have 100 flags, but I'm getting matched with people with 20 more flags than me. The game has lost its fun factor after this new update. Controls are simple and graphics look good, but not authentic or realistic at all. Most common problem, overtaking. Cars crash into each other, which generally should be DNF. Your own drivers crash into each other. Don't waste your time. The game is rigged. The driver stats and the car component stats do not correspond to the actual track performance. It is almost impossible to overtake 1 star. What used to be a quick, fun game is now a tedious, boring... Oh, that's me, sorry. After the latest update, I'm disappointed. I completely understand starting fresh for the new season, but it seems the game physics have also changed. I've been screaming that. Ruined. I thought with today's update that it would fix the bug of not being able to overtake cars with no tread when you are twice as fast when approaching them, but no. Robbie Ezek. I actually raced this guy. He left. I don't know if I raced him. He left a comment in my thing. I think Robbie Ezek works for the company. Because look at his comments. When I started, I was a bit confused. Found the game to be a bit simple. Then I went on YouTube and discovered there's actually a good amount of strategy that goes into it, both on and off the track. Setting up your car parts, drivers, managing your money between upgrades and racing. There's a well-balanced matchmaking system too. There's a well-balanced matchmaking system, he says. That's how I know this guy works for the company. Because there's no way you can say that matchmaking is well-balanced. So you end up against a rival that is more or less in your bracket. No. Wrong. Nice try, Robbie. Wonderful game. Interestingly, the gameplay is more reminiscent of Clash Royale or other card collection upgrading games. That's what I'm thinking. It's more like a puzzle game now. There's another 4-star. Disgusted with it, 1 star. This game needs serious redesign, 1 star. The update is ridiculous, 1 star. Please look into the gameplay wherein the car with 0% tire holds up the entire field whether or not the cars behind have fresher tires. Find a fix. As many times a player just uses that to block the entire field, which I think is unfair. I have edited my review. It's impossible to play with game without investing real money. 1 star. This game gave a 5-star. Was a 5-star, but since they put last year's teams against this year's, is really poor. As last year's teams have had a full year to upgrade and race against this year's teams with teams who in comparison have nothing. Yeah, that was a bad choice. Was a great game, 2 stars. Do not spend money on this game, 1 star. Overtaking is non-existent. Yeah, I can show you guys. Actually, if you watch this video, you saw that. Even with Max Verstappen, he still sucks. So, there you go, guys. That's my latest video, and I know I have very few viewers left. My viewers were basically based on the game, and as the game got more popular, I got more and more views on my videos, I got more and more comments, I had more and more subscribers, and since they updated to the 2020 season, the total views on my videos has gone way down. I haven't been getting any subscriptions lately, so like nobody's searching the game. And I showed you how when you try to when you try to contact the other person, you never get a response, which leads me to believe that there's no one there. So if there's no one there, that's telling me that there's not a lot of people playing the game. There was a page in here. Oh, I think it's community. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, so it used to be you could kind of a page that you could go on and it would kind of let you know how many people were playing. No. Yeah, so I think before when you would go into help and support, yeah, I think when you would go into here, it would tell you. Yeah, so this page used to have something on it that would let you know like how many people were in the room. Yeah, I can't remember where it was, but there was something where it would kind of like give you information about how many people. So the last time I saw it, whereas before it would be up in like the hundreds of thousands, the last time I saw it, it was down to like 16,000 or something like that. So I think they're losing a lot of game players. And to be honest, if you watch any of the videos on YouTube, any of the guys that are telling you, "Oh yeah, I'm doing this and I'm on this level and I'm on this level," they're not telling you how much money they're spending, and they're going to swear up and down that they're not spending any. But you play this game without spending for an hour, and you tell me how it's possible that they're getting those results. It's just no way. Unless they are the best player and they like never quit playing. That way they'll stay up on top, but Okay, I now have the game on 2 devices. I have it on my phone and I have it on my tablet. And if you have it on 2 devices, you can do it by using that that Google Play thing I showed you earlier in the video. You get it on your phone, you get it on your tablet. You can just have them going side by side. I'm guessing that's how players are getting to 3 billion. I don't know if you guys know it, but these games never actually, like if you download this game, you'll never do one of those puzzles. That's a scam. Gardenscapes is not that game. That dude, the artwork, none of that is Gardenscape. So don't download Gardenscapes expecting to get those weird puzzles, because you're not going to get those puzzles. All right, so yeah, so I don't know how to play the game anymore, obviously. It's funny, you can go from doing really good at the game and feeling good about yourself to all of a sudden being not able to win at all. Right now, I don't care about the race crates. That's the most important thing to open in the game. But I don't care about them because I don't have the coins to do anything with the parts. So for me to do a race, right? Like here, let me show you. For me to come in and do this race, Okay, so I watched the YouTube video. A guy was saying, "Oh yeah, use soft tires and conserve." Um, you kind of have to have tires that can do at least 3 laps before you can use that strategy. So I find the best thing to do is to just go medium for whatever the low number of laps are. See, both drivers are going to give me 3 laps. Verstappen has higher blocking, so I should be able to have him lag behind, and he should be able to do the blocking for me. Never mind. there's Verstappen on Kvyat. Drives wide for no reason. Drives wide for no reason. All right, so I just ran this on 2 different screens. One screen lost, one screen won. Okay, so, also on both screens, Max Verstappen started dead last. So I've been saying there's an issue with this game, and the response I was getting from a lot of you was use your CC points. It doesn't matter. The game is obviously broken, and this video proves it. All right, peace. Hopefully they fix this soon to make it some sort of a semblance of a racing game. I mean, they had a good model last season. I don't know why they tried to reinvent the bicycle. But that's what they did. They decided that they would start from scratch. And all they did was mess up a good game, mess up a pretty loyal fan base as well. You can tell it's a loyal fan base because there's a lot of people that are playing this game and struggling and just grinding their asses off and struggling in such an unfair manner. And yeah, they're grinding in such an unfair manner because they're trying to make sense of a system that's severely broken. But they're still trying. I mean, people are still jumping on this game every day and trying to give it the benefit of the doubt. But you saw the reviews. A lot of people are finding it hard to fathom what it is exactly that they want from you from this game. There's Max Verstappen at the back again. The game is obviously broken if one of the best drivers can't do anything but finish in the back of the field. You can blame that on my car all you want, but every now and then the same car is going to go out there in ninth. So it's not the car. Yeah, so if you're at the front of the field, the strategy is the same as last year. You know, you can do whatever you want. It really doesn't matter. The concertina effect on the first 3 turns in this game is just absolutely unreal. And you'll find that normally after the first 3 turns, the first car has a half a lap lead on the field. And look, he's staying out with wet tires, and the track is completely dry, and he's doing the same speed as everyone else on the track. Ninth. Who's in 10th? Valtteri Bottas on hard tires. He's on wet tires, and they're bald, and Valtteri Bottas can't pass him. And that's the reason why you're better off stacking your drivers. They tell you not to, but stack your drivers, because if you go around and your tires go bald, you're screwed. That race wasn't even close. He had to make a mistake for it to get close. See, and I get a race crate, but it doesn't do any good. I mean, it's going to give me thousands, so I can do 7 more races, 8 more races. It's going to allow me to do 12 more races. Can't afford to upgrade a damn thing. So tomorrow I gotta look up through the stats to see if there's anything in this field that's worth upgrading. Alright, so I'm going to end this video. Again, it goes an hour and a half. But if you guys have any questions, question about what to do to get better, what upgrades, what parts, what drivers, just know right now in the game, none of that matters. You can do whatever you want. It all comes down to matchmaking. And right now the matchmaking is severely broken. And again, I'm in the rookie league, right? So what that means is I can't enter this event because I'm not good enough. Right now they're telling me, dude, your car and your driver suck so bad that we're not even going to let you enter this event because all you're going to do is finish dead last. Okay? And yet, whenever I come and jump into this game, not only am I racing people that qualified, sometimes I'm racing against people that made the finals. There you go. There's somebody that qualified for the last event. So if he qualified, that means he's at least one level or one tier higher than me.